Unfortunately, as we focused the team for shutdown and really focused on a quality experience for launch, we made the really tough decision to delay shipping Campaign Co-op for launch. And we also made the tough call to delay shipping Forge past launch as well.
Hi, Microsoft. So I'm gonna be real here. This is me being genuine, not reactionary, not unhinged. Delay this game again. You will hurt the Halo community. Speaking to 343 real quick, the tech preview was an awesome success. You nailed the gameplay. Infinite is fun, but you are about to lose so much hype if you release this game without co-op and Forge. I know game development has twists and turns, especially during a pandemic.
That's why I think you just need more time.
Halo Infinite only has one launch day. One time where it'll have peak players and peak internet traffic. You've basically just hurt a lot of that internet traffic without community creation tools. You're hurting us, the content creators that'll drive publicity to your game, and it hurts my friends and me specifically, because our Halo content is based on co-op. This was supposed to be the moment where Halo comes back after 5 years of playing the Master Chief Collection. Actually, technically, like, what, 7?
Yeah, it's been a while.
My god. And now we have to wait 3 months when Infinite's past the eye of the gaming audience it's targeting? What about theater even? What does this mean for theater? Man, what is with 343 and launching games without crucial features? MCC was broken and Halo 5 had no Forge either. For a lot of people, this is your guys' third strike.
Mostly I'm going to be reiterating because you did cover the major things, but I want to appeal to this in kind of an ethos level. This fucks us. I don't know where this idea that you can release games with stuff that is missing from it, that it should be in the core game, came from, that you'll just roll out later. But usually it's not this egregious. I mean, I guess it started with Destiny, but this is exceptionally bad for that. Forge, I guess you could roll out to 3 months, but co-op campaign is just so intimate to this game, and you guys messed it up last time by removing split screen. You have to have it. And I know you guys want to get this game out in fall, but please do not release it like this. This is not a releasable state. All I could do is be on my knees begging you, man. This sucks for everyone.
Okay, yes, this sucks for us. For specific content creators, this sucks. And as Jane pointed out, it is kind of ridiculous to try to push out a killer app for a console that can't keep stocked in stores. They aren't hurting for sales. Hell, with Game Pass, they're hardly hurting for publicity. It's also crazy to me that these features have to be pushed back even after a year-long delay. You know, COVID and everything about this year notwithstanding, but what were they about to ship last year? Microsoft would do fine if developers were given just a little more leeway. But, as Staten said in the development video, this was partly a studio decision, that they want to start somewhere, since Infinite will be a constantly improving live service. And that's just the thing. For as much as Staten and other 343 executives are involved in this kind of decision making, the sights should be squarely set on the current engagement paradigm for games, not even Microsoft necessarily. This obviously isn't the fault of ground level developers, or even a critical difference in Bungie and 343's approaches to production, no matter how much certain fandom people want to pin the blame on, well, insert female creative producer here. It's ultimately the fault of investors taking hold of creative industries and creating an environment that is hostile to both developers and end users. So as much as I would say that 343 should focus on this or that aspect of development, it won't really fix the deep-rooted issues at play here. And even if this video is part of the dialogue that will let 343 and Microsoft know where creators' priorities, or at least our priorities, lie, the only real solution we have is to work around this, to find creative ways to make some good content around this bad, and to use what we have, even if it's not everything we're used to make something good.
As someone who routinely defends 343's decisions, I don't like this decision. And I can see where it's coming from, right? But that doesn't make it a good idea. because the reason they're doing it is twofold. One, it's so they can get the game out on time, probably because of Microsoft. Two, and the real problem I'm having with this is that they can artificially inflate what the roadmap of content has after launch. Games as a service haven't really done much good for the industry as a whole. Just looking at other games as services, even the successful ones, Destiny 1 ended at a good spot. Destiny 2, the sequel live service game, immediately launched without a lot of core features from Destiny 1. They're still re-adding certain Crucible maps and game modes even that were removed. Sparrow Racing never came back. My point here is, if every single entry in this franchise going forward is gonna launch with half of the previous features each time with the promise that they'll start getting in later, that's not gonna make for a good series of games, y'all. Y'all want to make Halo Infinite last for 10 years, but if it dies out the gate, Halo Infinite doesn't get a second chance. Destiny launched like crap and managed to remake itself with Taken King. No other game has done that. No other game has managed that. Marvel's Avengers is trying to do it right now with a pretty substantial free DLC, and it's probably not going to work. I don't want Halo to go down the same route as banking on its own Taken King to fix the game, because it only worked for Destiny.
You're right about that kind of like artificially inflating the roadmap thing there, and like I think I when I heard there was going to be a content roadmap for this game, I expected that content roadmap to be like, oh yeah, in 3 months you get to play as elites. In 6 months you'll get the CE Magnum. In 12 months we'll add back the Halo, the core Halo shotgun, and we'll add like Invasion or something. Not in 3 months you get to play the game at a state that it should have been in at launch, and in 6 months the game will be where it should have been at launch. Just delay it 6 months instead.
Seriously. Half a year to get to where Halo 5 is right now. That's rough. If we want to make a machinima, if we want to make fan content of any kind, we have to go back an entry. That's not great.
It's also a little scary because it makes you wonder, what do they have planned after this? If they're what is the rest of their content going to look like if their first content they're putting out is part of the core game?
What's the plan here? This is a frightening plan, because this sucks, dude. This sucks. Do you know how sucks this
Very
is for me?
Do you even get how sucks this is?
At least 2 sucks.
And again, like, co-op campaign is such an important part of the way that content is produced in Halo. That is a core Halo experience for a lot of people. It's how people play Halo, especially like it is the nostalgic experience everyone fucking wanted and was missing from Halo 5. And you're not even gonna launch it until way after people have forgotten the game came out.
Don't crunch your employees. Don't even think about it. Microsoft, I'm looking at you. Like, don't even think about it. I mean, obviously, you're not going to listen.
Don't you dare think
You're not going to
about
listen
it.
to YouTubers, but this is just us saying we don't support that type of behavior in any way.
Absolutely.
We want the game to be as good as possible with as many of the core features, because from a consumer standpoint, I feel like I'm going to get ripped off. Remember, we still have to pay for the campaign.
Listen, we're fans of Halo. We have been for most of our lives. I can't help but feel like this is going to be another mark on Halo's history if there's no Forging co-op at launch. Please, 343, ramp up the ad campaign to the max in a few months and delay the game again. And also don't crunch your employees. Anything else maybe we want to say, or is that pretty much it?
Tell whoever modeled the rats that were in the multiplayer map Bazaar that they did a good job, and I like to chase the little rats around while the bots killed me.
I want to kiss the Master Chief, just a little bit though. I think he'd be bashful.
I want Far Cry radio towers, but make self-aware jokes about it. I really hope they didn't cut those out.
Can I get another picture of the Halo deer? Please? I want to know they're okay.
All right, everyone. See you around.